Well, welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about the world of fucking retards. That's right, the world of fucking retards out here on the streets and guess what? You have retards like that will ride around at nighttime just so that they can bother the homeless people that sleep about. And mind you, I'm here to investigate publicly people like you, police, and politicians throughout New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. We're going to start with Rochester, New Hampshire. Rochester, New Hampshire has fiesta shows running the fairgrounds this weekend. It'll be the last weekend for the fair this year, but it ought to be the last weekend for the fair forever. Do you understand? The fair committee is very well aware of all the shiesty shit that happens. All the counterfeit bills. Well, ask the owners of the carnival where those counterfeit bills are printed from. I bet they'll tell you they don't know, but I guarantee you I can confirm that I know where it comes from, who prints it even, where it's printed, and where they get the supplies. Do you want to fucking go there with me? Well, I'd just as soon take you there with me. So you got John and Dean Flynn. You've got the Wade shows. You've got Rockwell Amusements. You've got Dreamland, Jerry Shoup, Bob Stefano. And I've contacted every fucking one of them and let them know that their sex trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking, labor trafficking, it's all over with, boys and girls. So you might as well get a real fucking career, sell your shit before it gets seized because of all the illegal activity. I've turned everything in that I know, and I've recruited others to turn the rest of the information in. With that being said, if you want to know how the drugs get traveled, if you want to know how your pictures of your children or your faces and your body parts get exploited in pictures throughout the carnival business, you're not even aware of it. Your pictures are probably being sold as well as your children's pictures overseas. Does that scare you yet? Well, it should. And if it doesn't, you're a fucking creep yourself. Let's talk about William Asher, the musician from Dover, Rochester, New Hampshire area is where he's living. That's not where he's from, people. He's from Kentucky. He's got parents. Walden and Helen are his parents. They would like to know that their son is still out here. They don't want to know that he's still out here duping people like he is, living under false pretenses and working at Mass Brigham Hospital and being the organist at a church over in Somersworth, New Hampshire. But they would like to know that he's alive, and probably, that would suffice before they pass away. His sister thinks that he's dead. Everybody claims that I'm crazy because I came forward and told everybody. I told Social Security Administration that if they don't produce the information and tell me why they allowed William Asher, a.k.a. musician, over there in Rochester, Dover, New Hampshire area, to collect benefits, claiming death benefits on myself and my daughter, then we were just going to have to exploit everyone. And that's what we're here to do. Pat's Auto Repair and Towing in Seabrook, New Hampshire. Seabrook Police Department, Rockingham County, Strafford County, Steve Bork, and Eric Millar from Homeland Security. You're all under my scrutiny, and I'm asking for an outside investigation, just like they're doing to the murder scene, an outside investigation to check into who murdered the Massachusetts state trooper that was actually an advocate for people like me and the rest of you who have been sex trafficked, abused, and mistreated in any and other ways throughout by police, politicians, their friends, and their do-boys. Okay? Don't forget their do-girls, too, because they like to get on their knees and then they get anything they please, right? I'm just saying, I know that's true shit. I've seen it, I've heard about it, and I know the people that have done it. And I just let you know, I used to date cops. I got pregnant by either the cop or the dope man. Either way, I was underage, right, Joel Cummings? So why are you still a police officer in Skowhegan, Maine? Why did Pat's Auto Repair and Towing have to tow my vehicle, and then they stole it anyways? That's theft by deception. Seabrook, New Hampshire Police Department knows about it, and so does the town office manager. So they all know very well and aware that I just filed a protection order against my ex-husband, who's been extorting and exploiting, as well as verbally abusing, harassing, terrorizing, stalking, and putting me out there under aliases, causing hardships and much distress. So I filed for a protection order, and I let the court know if something else progresses between the time that I filed and October 21st, 2024, when we go to court in regards to a stalking and domestic order against William Asher of Dover, Rochester, New Hampshire area, then I'm going to hold them all responsible for anything and everything 23 hours and 56 minutes a day. Every second, every minute of every hour of every day is going to be considered in a lawsuit against the judicial branch of Seacoast, Seabrook, New Hampshire, Hampton judge. Do you hear me loud and clear? I make you all aware that the girl in the office fucked up on the paperwork. Was it purposely? I called her out on it and I let her know. Anything happens to me between now and the court date, everybody out here in this country needs to know that the police in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, Michael Drake set me up. He planted marijuana in my vehicle and the case got dismissed. Therefore, that's the next lawsuit. Tara Tucker, Laurent, whatever her name is, I'd like to know, is she still married to Adam? The one that was working for Seabrook, New Hampshire police that got fired apparently and allegedly for beating on people? Good question. Who really killed the chief? How did he die, the former chief? Was it maybe Tara's husband involved in that so that she could get a position other than being on her knees? I'm just asking people. Let's get these answers out there. Questions too. Somebody's got the answers, right? I've got the questions. I've got some answers, but I want all the answers. So with that being said, you can all keep on paying attention. You can follow, you can listen, you can join me. But I'm going class action. With that being said, if you've been harassed, terrorized, stalked, or abused by anybody, police, politicians, their friends, do boys or girls, contact me. Otherwise, have a great day. Thank you.